Hello, 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 and welcome to 2025. We're at the beginning of January 2025. I'm Mena O'Sullivan, actually Menacole O'Sullivan, but I go by Mena. And I'm on a mission to spread ideas of love, joy, peace, and prosperity. So that's my mission, is to give out good energy, goodwill, and share ideas of love, joy, peace, and prosperity. And a lot of people right now are sharing their goals with one another, goals to lose weight, goals to make more money, goals to build better relationships. And all of these things contribute to our sense of well-being, our sense of happiness, right? And a lot of people are concerned with how to increase their prosperity and looking for ways to make more money so that they can do more and spend more time and do whatever it is they want to do with it. And one of the things that I would love to share is an excerpt from the book Think and Grow Rich on the subject of wealth and money. And I'll read it for you. It says, "Money is as shy and elusive as the old time maiden. It must be wooed and won by methods not unlike those used by a determined lover in pursuit of the girl of his choice. And coincidental as it is, the power used in the wooing of money is not greatly different than that used in wooing a maiden. The power, when successfully used in the pursuit of money, must be mixed with faith, it must be mixed with desire, it must be mixed with persistence, it must be applied through a plan, and that plan must be set into action." So you need a plan. Regardless of what you're looking to accomplish this year, you need a plan. The plan helps you to stay focused. When money comes in quantities known as the big money, it flows to the one who accumulates it as easily as water flows downhill. There exists a great unseen stream of power, which may be compared to a river, except that one side flows in one direction, carrying all who get into that side of the stream onward and upward to wealth. And the other side flows in the opposite direction, carrying all who are unfortunate enough to get into it and not able to extricate themselves from it downward to misery and poverty. Every man who has accumulated a great fortune has recognized the existence of this stream of life. It consists of one's thinking process. The positive emotions of thought form the side of the stream which carries one to fortune. The negative emotions form the side which carries one down to poverty. This carries a thought of stupendous importance to the person who is following this book with the objective of accumulating a fortune. So if one of your goals this year, 2025, is to learn how to better use your money, how to better acquire and just overall better educate yourself around money, this is good. This is good. Pay attention. It says, if you are on the side of the stream of power which leads to poverty, this may serve as an oar by which you may propel yourself over to the other side of the stream. So when I think of this, I think of a person in like a little boat or a canoe who's paddling from one side over to the other side of the stream. It may serve you only through application and use. Merely reading or listening or watching me and passing judgment on it, either one way or another, will in no way benefit you. Only through application this will benefit you. Some people undergo the experience of alternating between the positive and negative sides of the stream, being at times on the positive side and at times on the negative side. And it talks a little bit about the Wall Street crash of 29. We're in 2025 right now. I'm thinking of the more recent crash in the real estate market. And not just in the market, just in the world right after COVID. Like in COVID, we had the markets took a dive, and then all the governments stepped in to supplement their citizens, and then right after that all the interest rates spiked to make back some of that money, and people are feeling it worldwide right now. So I'm focusing more on this most recent thing that a lot of people are coming out of, this recent crash that came through COVID onward and is still affecting us. So if you're affected by that, millions of people from the positive side went over to the negative side of the streams. People with money lost a lot of money. These millions are struggling, some of them in desperation and fear, to get back to the positive side of the stream. So obviously in every market, you have winners and losers. There were a lot of people who won and are still winning, and you have a lot of people who are struggling. A lot of everyday people who are struggling, who were negatively impacted. So these millions are struggling, some of them in desperation and fear, to get back to the positive side of the stream. And the book is entitled Think and Grow Rich. That's definitely one of the classics in the study of wealth to have in your library. And it says this book was written especially for those millions. Poverty and riches often trade places. The crash, or the recent crash, taught the world this truth, although the world will not long remember the lesson. Poverty may, and generally does, voluntarily take the place of riches. So you can be rich today and poor tomorrow. Now, listen to this. When riches take the place of poverty, the change is usually brought about through well-conceived and carefully executed plans. Through well-conceived and carefully executed plans. Poverty needs no plan. It needs no one to aid it because it is bold and ruthless. Riches are shy and timid. They have to be attractive. So as you increase your awareness, as you increase your knowledge and your study of wealth, it enables and empowers you to attract it by how you apply the information that you learn. So you gotta apply it. You gotta apply it to reach the benefit. It says, anybody can wish for riches, and most people do. But only a few know that a definite plan plus a burning desire for wealth are the only dependable means of accumulating wealth. So regardless of what you're going after, you've got to have a very, very strong, intense desire to keep you going, So you need a burning desire, and you do need a plan, and you do need to stay focused so that you can accomplish it. And a lot of people earn money through rendering services or providing goods of value, but you gotta offer something of value, right? We believe in providing something for money. There's no such thing in reality as something for nothing. Somebody pays along the line somewhere. So one of the ways to attract wealth is by increasing your knowledge and by developing your skills, right? So you want to stimulate your faculties, your mind, your skill sets, and your talents by increasing your demands upon them. So if you want to be a good singer, you got to increase your demands on your vocal cord. If you want to be a good dancer, you've got to stimulate your demands on your body. and you've got to act in alignment so that you can have the longevity, the flexibility, all the other things. If you would love to render excellent service and attract excellent pay, then you've got to stimulate your demands in the areas of service so that you can be of more value. You got to learn more, provide more, do more, right? So that's one of the areas where you can stimulate your faculties and talents by increasing your demands upon them. What is it that you love to do? Think of something that you enjoy doing so much that you would love to develop more and start working on that. And give yourself time. It's not a rush. We're not in competition with anybody. God made us in such a way with the creative faculties of the imagination. And He also made us so that we can use different skills to offset other skills and use other people to offset other skills that we may be lacking in or may not be as proficient in. And we can leverage others to teach us, to help us. If one of the things that you are looking to do is to stimulate your faculties in terms of learning some new skills, perhaps learning how to build an online business to attract another source of revenue, check out the description for a link that takes you to a site that will show you more on how to do that. That's just one option. There's many options on how to build wealth or create an additional income stream. That's an option for you to consider. And then, as with anything in life, we all reap what we sow. So, there's a scripture that says if you plant sparingly, you reap sparingly. And if you plant abundantly, you reap abundantly. So the key is to put in the time, put in the effort so that you can have a rich reward. And one of my missions in alignment with my mission statement that I shared with you earlier, which is to spread ideas of love, joy, peace, and prosperity. I'm going to zero in on prosperity for the beginning of this year because I do believe that that's a topic that a lot of people are interested in. And then on the other subjects, love, joy, and peace, fill your mind with good thoughts, upbuilding thoughts, positive thoughts, and it will work wonders in your life. I was looking at the scripture at Philippians 4 and verse 8. It's a very lovely thought that I want to leave with you. Philippians 4 and 8. Whatever things are true, whatever things are of serious concern, I'm going to read the King James Version actually. Whatever things are true, whatever things are honest, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report or well spoken of, anything that's virtuous or praiseworthy, think on these things. Think on these things because these things keep you in a great frame of mind. They are good for your health and they will help you to make the best of the faculties and talents that God has blessed us all with. On that note, sending you lots of love and peace and wishes for a prosperous new year. And along the way, I will be here to spread ideas on how to have a prosperous year. So take care. Thank you for tuning in and have a great day.